Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you are all doing good, children. Today's session we are going to see the subject of geography, unit 2. The title of the lesson is Land and Ocean. Okay, children. Previous class you have learned in the part 1 of this lesson regarding the introduction. Okay, and afterwards you have known about that continent and oceans, and later that you have learned from that session about the classification of lands and especially the Sangam period land classifications. Okay, under the classification of land you have learnt about the first order, second order and the third order categories of lands. Okay, in the first order land, under the first order land you have known a lot of the meaning about the continents and how many continents are there in our universe. Nearly on the earth means that nearly 7 continents and oceans. Okay, you have known about the oceans. 5 oceans are there. Okay, what are the continents? The continents, 7 continents such as Asia, the Asia continent, the Africa continent, the North America continent, the South America continent, Antarctica, the Europe, and at last the Australia. Okay, we have learned in the previous class. And under the ocean we have learnt about the Pacific Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean, the Southern Ocean and the Arctic Ocean. Isn't it, children? Yes, I hope that you have remembered. Okay, children, and last class I have completed from this slide and I have started to begin the class from mountains subtitle. Okay, the main title of the today's class is we are going to be say in a mountains. This too also you have learned in the last class. Once again I want to give a review about the mountains. Okay, children? Yes, let me move to the topic of mountains. Okay, yes, children, you know about the word mountain. Okay, mountain means what? Mountain means it is a large landform that rises above the surrounding land in a limited area, usually in the form of a peak. Okay, a mountain is generally considered to be steeper than a hill. Mountains are formed through tectonic forces or volcanism. Isn't it, children? Yes, that I have given a brief about the mountain. These forces can locally raise the surface of the earth. It's known as mountains. Okay, let's see here. A landform that rises above 600 meter to its surrounding and had the shape of steep slopes are called as mountain. And most overly, the mountains are isolated or in groups. They form the isolation. Isolation means as a single one or in a groups. Okay, 4 or 5 mountains as together is called as a groups of mountains, and the mountain ranges or the mountain continuously extend for the larger area is called as mountain range. For example, you have seen the India's mountains, that means the Himalayas. Okay, mountain ranges stretches for hundreds or thousands of kilometers. We can take the example of the Himalayas in India. Under that Himalayas, in the Himalayas, you can that is classified the mountains as the Himadri. Its height, the Himadri mountain, its height is nearly 6,000 meter and its area stretches to 25 kilometers length. Okay, children? Yes, and second type of example mountain we can take in the Himalayas means we can say the Himachal height is nearly 3,700 to 4,500 meter and its area stretches nearly 80 kilometer, children. Okay, yes. This is our last class, last slide, I think so. So once again I have given an explanation about this mountains. Okay, you have taken the mountain example also in India. That means one is Himalayan mountain and another one is Mount Godwin Austen. Mount Godwin Austen is known as Mount K2. You remember, children? That is our previous class that you have learned. I have taught you that. And next another in Tamil Nadu, the mountain can give the example Dotabetta mountain. Okay, children? Yes. Next we are going to move the other examples. for more mountains you want to know means the Rocky Mountains of North America, okay, and the Andes of South America is also example for the mountains. Take the note of this, children. World's longest mountain range, very very important one. This is one of the GK question for you. Okay, you have to be take the note of this. World's longest mountain range. Which one is it? The Andes mountain. Nearly it is to place for 7,000 kilometer. And peak means what? The highest point of the mountain is known as peak. Okay, on the mountain, which is the highest point, is called as the peak. Example, Mount Everest. It's located in the country. Which country? Yes, of course, in India. Okay, children, this is the example. So Mount Everest, it's located in the country of India. Okay, yes, children, let me move to the next slide, that is sources of rivers, where the rivers are got their origin. Okay, the birth of the rivers. Mountains are the sources of rivers. Mountains are the birthplaces of what? The rivers. Okay, they provide shelter to whom? To flora and fauna. Okay, children, yes, already that you have known about the meaning of flora means what and fauna means what, isn't no? Do you remember, children? Okay, yes, that means flora means, the term flora refers to all plants life. Example, sal, tea, sultry, SAL, sultry we can say, and teak, TEAK, tea, pine trees, etc. We can give what are that? We can give the example for flora. And fauna, FAUNA. Fauna means what? The term fauna means refers to, that means it refers to all animals life. Example, the wildlife, the wild animals like as the tigers, leopard, elephants, etc. We can give the example of this. Okay, children, yes, take a note, a brief note about the flora and fauna. Okay, children, next see here. Tourism is an important activity which where took place in the spot of mountains. Okay, tourism. You have an opportunity to a lot that you have enjoyed as a name of tour in your past days, isn't no? Yes, that lot of that is no many of you have gone along with your family to enjoy your annual holidays, as along with whom? With your parents at in various spots like as Ooty, Kodaikanal. Okay, somebody have gone in out of the state also, isn't no, children? But now this period is not suitable for that. Okay, yes. And next see here. Thus, the tourism spot is an important activity. Through by this tourism, every government can, each and every government of the state can be earn what? Their economic activities. Okay, yes. Now, next see here, Tamil Nadu hill stations. What are the hill stations? We can say that we can give the example, no? Yes, of course. See here, Udagamandalam, Kodaikanal, Kolli Hills, Erkod and Elagiri. These are all the hill stations. These are all the place where suitable to enjoy lot with a climate of cool climate. Is no, children? Yes, many of you had gone to the hill station Yelagiri. And next see here, plateaus. Next we are going to see about the plateaus. Okay, the plateaus or the elevated portion of the earth is called as what? It is plateaus. Okay, under this plateaus, children, the flat surface bounded by the steep slopes are the characters of plateaus. The characteristics of the speciality of the plateaus are what means the steep slopes or the characters of the plateaus. The elevation of the plateaus may be a few hundred or several thousand meters. Elevation means the outer surface of the plateaus may be, it stretches nearly to how long? It stretches nearly to many few hundreds or several thousand meters are known as plateaus. As very briefly to say the meaning means the plateau means a large high area of flat land is called as what? Plateaus. Okay, children? Yes, next see here. So next we are going to move to the highest plateau in the world, which is called as the highest plateau in the world, Tibetan plateau. It is called as what? Roof of the world. And the Tibetan plateau is a plateau which is known as the name of highest plateau in the world, and it is also called as the roof of the world. Okay, yes, it given a structure of roof to the world, so it is known as roof of the world, children. And see here, the plateaus are generally rich in what types? Rich in minerals. Okay, the contents on the rocks, so it is called as the mineral sources, okay, such as iron, bauxite, etc. And see here, next one example, what the example can be taken for the plateaus. Here you can take the example from India side itself, that is the Chota Nagpur plateau is known as what? That is no a type of plateau example. Okay, the Deccan plateau in peninsular India is of volcanic origin. Okay, Deccan plateau is known as very well in a side of South India, the part of the southern part of India, as a triangularly we can take the example of Deccan plateau in peninsular. Peninsular means the three side of the land is surrounded by water bodies, is known as peninsular. How? Take an example of your India map. There you can see that you have no part out the Arabian Sea, Bay of Bengal and Indian Ocean. No, that land were known as water bodies. And inside of the land part of the southern India is called as what? They called as southern part of India. That the part is known as Deccan Plateau. Okay, so for here you come to know about the Deccan Plateau in peninsular India is what the part? That is a volcanic origin part. Okay, children. Yes. Next to see here, you are going to know about plains. Plains mean what? Here, a small meaning about plains mean what? In geography, a plain is a flat, sweeping land mass that generally does not change much in elevation. Plains occurs as lowlands along valley or on the doorsteps of mountains. Okay, yes, as a coastal plains and as plateaus or uplands. Okay, children, these are called as plains. Okay, yes, plains are flat and relatively low lying lands. They are usually less than how many meter? 200 meters above the sea level, and most of the plains are formed in the side of rivers and their what? And their tributaries. Okay, children? Yes, and their tributaries. So they are called as what? They have to become. They are called as a name of plains. Okay, children? And see, next to be there, tributaries mean what? Here the word tributaries, tributaries, tributaries means a small river that flows into a large river. For example, a small river which join along with a large river is called as what? It is tributaries. Okay, yes. And next, under the distributaries, what the meaning of distributary? A branch of a river that does not return to the mainstream after leaving it, as it is called as, it is also known as a name of delta. Okay, so here the tributaries and distributaries meaning is that most plains are formed by the rivers and their tributaries and their distributaries. Okay, due to the availability of water and fertile soil and the boost up of the strength of the soil, as know the minerals which are all contained on the soil, so that is called as a fertile of soil. These plains are used extensively for agriculture. Most overly, these are all taken for the purpose of what? The agriculture. So water availability, that availability of water is must for what? For the growth of agriculture. You have to know that. And plains are most suitable for human inhabitation. What is the meaning of inhabitation, children? Yes, inhabitation means countable and uncountable plural inhabitations, we can say. The act of inhabiting or the state of being inhabited, including about place of dwelling, residence, etc. Okay, we can say as a inhabitation. So plains are most suitable for human to be as to be as stay in a place. So the oldest civilization which we can say as a example, we can take the example such as the Mesopotamian, the Indus Valley civilization, okay, etc. So see here, the Mesopotamian and the Indus we can say as an example. The Mesopotamian, what is the meaning of Mesopotamian? It is a historical region of Western Asia. Listen carefully, children. It is a historical region of Western Asia, suited with the where it is it is situated. It is situated in the place of the near to the river of Tigris, 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 and Euphrates river system in the northern part of the Fertile Crescent. Okay, in modern days, roughly corresponding to most of Iraq, Kuwait, the eastern part of Syria, the southeastern Turkey and the region along the Turkish were all occupied by the places known as the Mesopotamian, and some other places like a Syrian and Syria, that means Syria and Iran, Iraq borders near to the places known as Mesopotamia, where the oldest civilization are followed it. Okay, children? Yes. And next to see here, the largest plain in the world, which is called as the largest plain in the world, the Indo-Gangetic plain in North India, in our country. It is Indo-Gangetic plain is called as, Indus Ganga plain is called as what? The largest plain in the world. Okay, so that is it is one of the proud of our India, which is the largest plain in the world. Means you have to answer the Indo-Gangetic plain in North India is called as what? The largest plain in the world. Important plains of Tamil Nadu, you can say the river Kaveri and the river Vaigai. These two are very, very important plains of Tamil Nadu. The low-lying lands adjacent to oceans and the sea are called. What's the meaning of here? The meaning of coastal plain means the low-lying lands adjacent to ocean and the sea. Adjoining the ocean and the seas are known as what? Coastal plains. Okay, yes. See some extra point and one I want to share with you, children. So see here, the plains have been the cradle of civilization from the earliest time. Okay, yes. What is the meaning of that is one of cradle of civilization? That means a cradle of civilization is a location where civilization is understood to have emerged. Current thinking is that there was no single cradle but several civilizations that developed independently with the fertile crescent. Ancient Egypt, Mesopotamia and ancient India and ancient China were understood to be the earliest life of the lifestyle is called as a civilization. So here the cradle of civilization from the earliest time, the plain. So the example have to be give where it is started, where it is origin means it is near to the plains. Okay, yes. So civilizations where got their origin means from on the near to the plains. For example, the civilization, the cradle of civilization means you have to give the example the Indus in India, the Nile Valley in Egypt, okay, or the some of the early civilizations which developed and flourished at present now. Okay, children. Yes. Next to see the third order landform. Okay, already you have learnt about the that is on the classification of landforms. Under the classification of landform that we have learnt already about first order and second order. Under that first order you have known a lot about continents, 7 continents and 5 oceans, and after that under the second order you have learnt about mountains, plateaus and plains. And next the category you are going to see about that, you're going to learn about that, what the third order of the classification of landform, that is valleys, beaches and sand dunes. Okay, yes. Now see here, the third order landforms are formed mainly on where mainly it contains mountains, plateaus and plains because of erosional and depositional activities of rivers. Okay children, see here, these were happened because of what? Because of the erosional and depositional of which one? The depositional of activities of the rivers. Okay, erosion means what? Erosion means is the process of removal of surface material from the earth's crust is known as erosion. Okay, here the word is erosion. The eroded materials are transported and deposited on a low lying area. Okay, you can feel this erosion during a rainy season where that is no when the rain flows at very fastly, heavily, at that time the running of water were carried materials, various materials along with the water, and it dumped on a down laying of the area. It is called as what? The deposition. Okay, that is the eroded materials are transported and deposited on the low lying area. So this process is called as deposition. So force of moving of rainwater were carried various materials, okay, during its travel, and it deposited on a low lying area is called as deposition. Okay, erosion means on the upper layer of the earth, you know, that is what? It is a soil. That soil were eroded during a rainy season. Isn't no? The running of the water, rainwater were carried this upper layer of a soil and it deposited on the lower place of an that is no lower place. It is called as deposition. It is clear now, children? Yes. These activities were took places on such as rivers, glaciers, winds and waves. Okay, children? Yes. These activities, the erosional activities and afterwards the depositional activities were took places in this rivers, glaciers, wind and waves, children. Okay, children. Next we are going to see about the example of valleys, beaches and sand dunes. Valleys means what? Valley means the low land between two mountains or hills. Regarding these valleys, beaches and sand dunes, you are going to see a picture at next coming of slides. Okay, children? Yes. See here, the meaning about valley means what? The low land between two mountains or hills which often has a river flowing through it is called as valley. Okay, children? And beaches mean what? Beaches means an area of sand or small stones beside the sea. Do you have seen beach in our state? Where is in our Tamil Nadu state? Where is the beach? Where you can saw the beach. Come on, just recall it. Yes, that when that you have visited, that is no visited to Chennai, no, there you had seen what the type of beach is there. The name of the beach, come on, say. Yes, of course, it is called as Marina Beach. Okay, children? Yes, beaches. The area of sand or small stones beside the sea is called as beach. Okay, see here some example for beaches. One is Marina Beach in Madras and Baga Beach in Goa, Kovalam Beach in Kerala, we can say, and Varkala, Varkala, Varkala Beach in Kerala. Isn't it, children? Yes, very good. And see here next, sand dunes mean what? Sand dunes, it is no. A sand dune is a mount, hill or ridge of sand that lies behind the part of the beach affected by tides. TIDES, tides. Tide means what? The fast moving of waves. Okay, yes, affected by tides. They formed over many years when the wind blown, the sand is trapped by beach grass. So this is called as, this is known as in the name of what? Sand dunes. Okay children? Yes. And see here once again this process, that means the erosion and deposition process where took places in these places, that means valleys, beaches and sand dunes were characterized by this features. That means erosion is the process of removal of surface material from the earth's crust, and deposition means the eroded materials are transported and deposited on low-lying areas. Okay children? Yes. See here, this is the picture regarding valley. Okay? Yes, see how the nature is there. The lowland between two mountains. See, this is the lowland. This is called as valley. The lowland between what? Two mountains. Here one mountain and here one mountain. It is called as what? The mountains or hills. We can say hills or mountains, these two, which often has a river flowing. See, the river is flowing here, no? Yes, river flowing through it. It is known as valley. Okay children? Yes, it is very nice to see, no, this picture? Yes. See now, this is beach. Beach means what? The area of sand. See here, the area of sand or small stones here near to by there. Some few stones you can see in your hand. Opportunity means you can be see there. The stones beside the sea is known as beach. Okay, here we can say the example of beach. What are the beaches? We can say the example: Marina Beach in Madras, Baga Beach in Goa, Kovalam Beach in Kerala, and Varkala Beach in Kerala too. Okay children? Yes. And next to see sand dunes. Sand dunes mean what? That means a sand dune is a mount, hill or ridge of sand that lies behind the part of the beach. Okay, yes, affected by the tides. It is no sided by the waves. They formed over many years. When wind blows, sand is trapped by beach grass from to that place. Okay, sand dunes, we can find the sand dunes in India especially. Yes, the place is known as Rajasthan desert. Okay children, you can find the sand dune at there. Okay, yes children, that's all. Today's class is going to be over from this slide on itself children. I'll make you to remember once again. Just to go through your homework regularly and afterwards learn very carefully. Okay, listen the class very carefully during my teaching. Okay children? Yes, do your work perfectly. Take care. Bye children.